I'm a huge proponent of hydration. I think a lot of us are just walking around tired because we're really just dehydrated. So I'm always looking to be hydrated. I love coffee, but a lot of research is out there that and some might not like this, but the best way to have your coffee is about 2 or 3 hours after you wake up, to let the cortisol and a lot of the chemicals drain out of your brain. And so usually I'll start having that first cup of coffee about 3 hours later. I practice some restricted eating. I'm usually not eating until probably noon or 1. High protein all throughout my day. There are cheat days. One of my mentors, says, "Hey, nothing wrong with birthday cake on your birthday." We like to have it every other day. So I'm nutritionally looking at what I'm eating all day long. Again, it's fuel. I'm trying to fuel my body physically, my brain, mentally, and emotionally. Then I would have, if you want to use the word a professional lane, I've got the professional lane of being a pastor. And so staff, all the different outreaches, all the different nonprofits, mission organizations that we're working with. Sunday's always coming. So we're always prepping the upcoming Sunday. We really lean into our next generation space. So the preparation of how are we really, not just having a space for babies, toddlers, elementary, middle school, high school, but how are we systematically training them so that as they go through that process and they graduate from high school, just like there's a scope and sequence in our schools where we take a young person from kindergarten to high school graduation, we have a scope and sequence. So we're looking at that every day. So that's that lane. And then the lane of leadership development, different clients, how I'm checking in with them, where they're at. Then I'm married this past week. We celebrated our 36th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations. I saw that.
Thank you. And so there's that time where Linda and I are checking in with each other, spending, where are you? How, high communication, valuing each other. Then the day is starting to come to an end. Again, I don't have children at home anymore. So I'm often doing some type of training in the evening. It could be a walk. It could be yoga. It can be something. And that one is usually with Linda. So we're able to have a conversation as we go through whatever the day happened or what's in front of us. And then I'm beginning to wind that down. You get up early, you got to go to bed early. And so we wind things down. I'm reading something, occasionally if there's a show that we like, we'll tip in and watch that show. But again, then I'm right back to bedtime. And so I'm prepping what's happening tomorrow. I'm getting set back up, good sleep hygiene. And I've been doing that. I turned 60 next month. I've been doing that at least since my late 20s out of the Marine Corps.
What I love about that is, number one, your results speak for themselves, but people always ask, how do you get to the result? Well, it's the consistent behaviors you choose to do every day. Right. And it's the little things that you're doing. And as you just laid that out for me anyway, all I hear is repetition and consistency, and none of that. And by almost every one of those things by themselves are manageable. Put that all together. It is a very, very impressive schedule, but it's also something that works for you. And I can relate to that because I know how hard it is to have that repetition and consistency. So thank you for sharing that. And I hope it inspires everyone else who's watching this, just like it inspires me.